Hello friends, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? I'm here with an update on my craft room reorganization. So this past week I didn't do a lot, but I did a little bit. So I had my husband actually, or asked him to put a shelf here under this little desk. You see that little shelf right there? Yeah, I don't really use this as a desk. I use it, I do have my sewing machine here, and I can still tuck my chair, get my chair up there and sew here. But this is not where I do my majority of sewing. This is my kind of like backup sewing machine, and I use this lately. I've been using it to make ruffles. My main sewing machine is on the other side of my craft room. So seeing that I don't use it that much, I thought I could put a little shelf here, and it would be the perfect place to store my this is my normal average paper cutter that I use all the time. You can see it on my videos. And then this is my envelope punch board. This is my little mini envelope punch board. And this is a little small paper cutter that you have seen. I haven't used it lately, but I might use it more now that I know where it is. I knew where it was before, but I don't know, it was kind of tucked away in my rolly cart, and it wasn't visible. So now that I see it, I might remember to use it more often. And yeah, those just all fit there, and I don't have to try to tuck them into a shelf over, like I had them. Well, I had them in different places, like I said. That one, that little paper cutter I had on my rolly cart, the two envelope punch boards I had in a basket on top of my shelf unit over here. It was on top of that top shelf in a basket. And then this one I actually kept on top of my rolly cart so I could grab it. That white one right here. So anyway, now they're all there and organized and out of, kind of out of the way, but they're right there and I need to grab them. So then my main focus this week was on my rolly cart. So this is where I keep it normally. Just to show you, I do have a place to tuck it in between this desk and this bookshelf unit here with the doors. So when I need it, what I do is take it and roll it over here. And so, and I just put it right next to my craft table. That's my craft table right here, as you can see. The one where I do my videos and my crafting. I'm working on my, this is in a state of, it's not a mess, but I am working right now on this Halloween journal. I was working last night on putting in signatures, so I am in the middle of doing that. I'm not finished yet. So just to show you, I do, craft in here, in case you thought it was so clean that I never craft in here. I do a lot of crafting in here, and this is actually not as messy as it gets. So let me see. So I wanted to show you my rolly cart. So I took everything out of there, and I'll try to show you where I put it. But like I said last week, it was a bunch of craft supplies. I had some Your Creative Studio and other things in here. So, and I said I wanted to make this my craft project cart. So you see these little green baskets. Well, they're not exactly small, but there's these green, see, you can see it back in there. They fit perfectly in these containers here on the rolly cart. So this is a rolly cart I got because, well, I wouldn't have minded getting a white one, but they happen to have this one too, and it was on clearance at Walmart a couple years ago when I got it, and it's aqua, and you can see it matches. My sewing machine's that color, pretty much, and this is that same color, and I kind of like that color, turquoisey. You can see it around my craft room. So I had been looking at these at Walmart a couple years ago. They don't have them there now, but I didn't buy one. Then all of a sudden one morning I ran in for something, like coffee or creamer or something before work, and there they were on clearance for $15. I couldn't believe it because I think they were $29 regular price. And I got this one, and I almost got another one, but I'm glad I didn't because it wouldn't really fit in here anyway. So so I have my main project basket here on this second tier of this. There's 3 tiers or 3 shelves or whatever you want to call them. And this is where my kind of main, I have my, keep the journal in here when I'm not working on it, when I want to clean off my table and all this other goodies here that have to do with my Halloween journal. And the top here, I don't have a Greene project basket. I have just this container here which I took out of my closet that had all of my Halloween stash, crafty stash in it. And it fits in here. You can see it fits in here perfectly. I can just set it down in there. You see it's kind of half empty because I have a lot of stuff out of there. I have some stuff sitting on top because, you know, I might be using that soon, or I can tuck it all back in down here if I want to. But anyway, since I'm in the middle of this, this is kind of the state of it at the moment, since I cleaned it out and made it into my project cart. And then down here, I have a couple of projects going on. So before, let's see, this one I had here, and I had this green basket here with this kind of, it's a journal that I need to finish, another journal. And I had that sitting on my dresser in back of me, where I've showed you where there's a dresser in back of me and back of my craft table. These are the two boxes I used pieces from for my current collab. You know, I showed you these in there, and then during that, and then these are some books that I want to do things with. So I had these on my craft table, and they were kind of a project that I want to do. Let's see. Yeah, so those are all down here now. Like these were sitting on my next to my sewing desk right up here. They were sitting there. So now I can keep that area clean and have all my little projects down here waiting for me. And I guess there was a couple Halloween books in here, but I think there must be in here. I don't know. I'll find them when I get ready to do them. But yeah, so that's the state of it after I cleaned it out and turned it into, this is what it looks like now. It's still full of stuff, but it's my current projects instead of just storage. So just one second. So I wanted to come over to these drawers that I've shown you, sorry about the blur there, shown you before, and show you what I've done over here. So I added into this drawer, I put my fabric scraps. I guess that's kind of like all of my fabric scraps except for the ones that I have cut up into like little squares and rectangles, and I keep those somewhere else. These are just basically really scraps waiting for me to do something with them, like cut them into squares or rectangles or whatever I'm going to do with them. So I put them all in there. You can see that's kind of full. Let's see, everything else over here in these drawers you've seen. Yeah, so these are all full now up to here. And then over here is where I took things out of the rolly cart and put over here. So here's one drawer of your creative studio. All of this. See, it's not even really full, but over there I had it in these things in a tin. And the tin took up a lot of room, and then these things are all kind of, you know, I tried to stack them neatly in there, and they're kind of neat, but they're even neater over here, right? And I can really see what I have over there. They're kind of like all kind of squished together, and I really couldn't see what I have. So I tried to put like things together. So like here's a bunch of the paper and the tissue from your creative studio. Here's a bunch of these little tickets that are kind of like all this size, like tickets and things that you get. And then here's all the little things that you get, the little papery pads and things that you get from your creative studio. This is a post-it note, but it's all these little things that you get. And the next drawer up is the same thing, but different, from your creative studio and a Happy Meal that I received. So you can see there's different things in there. These pictures, these are mostly from your creative studio, but all the other little papery things that were kind of around. I tried to put the kind of like sizes together. So that's what this is. And this is some odds and ends here of your creative studio and some things I received in Happy Meal, just to keep them all together. They were together over there in my cart, and I want to keep them together because then I'll know where they are, right? If I put, say I put this I got in Happy Meal, say I put this somewhere else, I'll be like, well, where is that little coupon book? You know what I mean? So since it's there, I know where it is. See, so this is still empty here, the top drawer of this 3-drawer unit. And it, you know, I have three 3-drawer units here, 3 here, and I think all of these are still empty here. So yeah, I kind of like that, you know. Yeah, I mean, I would want it even anyway. I wouldn't want to, like, I don't need that one, so, you know, that would be weird to have a space there, you know. So this makes it an even top where I have stored some other things I already showed you. So I have that extra room, and I still have a little room here on this shelf, which I'm not filling up or anything. I'm just showing you it is nice to have a little kind of wiggle room in your craft room. And that's pretty much everything I did this week. So I will, let's see, my next focus, something that's calling to me. Let me go over here and show you. Let me turn you around here. This drawer right here, see, I showed you these. This is that shelf unit that I've been showing you, and these 5 drawers I said I needed to go through. So this one right here is, see, it's my beads and charms. And since I do demonstrations for BB Craft, and I've done others, you know, N Beads, Co Beads, all the bead companies and craft supply companies, this drawer overflowed a long time ago, and that's why I got, let me turn around behind me, this. And this organizes a lot of those pieces that I've gotten, metal pieces, just all kinds of little crafty goodies that I've gotten from like BB Craft and those types of companies, right? So that's what all of that is. I needed a place to put all of that, and some of them aren't from BB Craft, but most of them probably are. So, but what's left in here, let me open the drawer. So it's kind of, you can see it's full to the top. I have this little, you know, what's it called, bead palette here that I've never used. I had big plans for it, but I haven't used it yet. And then all in here. So this part, like this back part here, this is organized right here. I have all these little things and all my little parts in there and charms and things. And but this front part is calling me. Like really calling me. I'm like, I can't do anything here. It's like I have to pull everything out to find something, and I do go in here to find things all the time, but you can see there's a lot of little packets of things, and it's just hard to find anything. So that's my next focus. And so, you know, maybe it's kind of like the most used things maybe I tend to go for first. Now that I've gotten all my like surfaces clean in my closet, I'll go for these drawers. So I'll show you more later as I go along, but I wanted to show you my next focus is going to be that drawer. Even if I don't get anything else done this week, if I get that drawer done, I'll be happy because I have all of these drawers to do and all of those drawers to do, and that section under there that I think I might have showed you. It's under my table. So anyway, I will let you go. I'll see you next time, and I hope you have a great day, and happy organizing.